Hey, this week I have a keto grocery haul for you. So we'll start with Costco. I picked up a big pack of ground beef, some acetaminophen. It is a really good deal there. And of course, you don't have to buy it often when you get those two big bottles. I've got some fresh veggies, so a big bag of cauliflower. I've got a couple ideas for that this week. A nice big bag of spinach and some asparagus. I love fresh asparagus. I don't get that often. And I did grab a pack of sausages. We'll divvy those up and eat them a few different times. I love buying this big pack of cheese there. And I'll show you how we'll utilize that throughout the week. That'll probably last about 2 weeks or so. And then I picked up a pack of chicken wings. I haven't seen these ones before, but we thought we'd try them out. And they are keto friendly. There's no breading on them. There's just the salt and pepper. And it's 2 net carbs for 3 chicken wings. These, we actually just tried them and they're really good, so I'll definitely be picking these up again. And then on to what we picked up at Walmart. So I just grabbed some sour cream. They haven't had the one that I really like lately, but we grabbed that. Red onion, pack of bacon, this iceberg lettuce. I love buying it already ready, and I know that's probably lazy and I spend a little bit extra, but I like it that way. Some white onions, we were all out. Oh, and the whipping cream is actually from Costco. It's a really good deal there. I think it's about $1 less than the grocery store. Picked up some of these Fruit 2.0 waters. We love having those, and Powerade no sugars. They're great to have on hand. And some non-grocery items, just some micellar water to remove my eye makeup and some toothpaste. Then I did actually run into Bulk Barn, so I wanted to buy Psyllium Husk there. I heard it was the best price around for it. I only paid $7 for that bag. And it seemed a lot more pricey everywhere else, and then just a bag of coconut. At Costco, I did also pick up my almond milk and some premier proteins. These were on sale this week. I like to add them to my coffee. And when I was at Bulk Barn, I seen these. I haven't seen them in store before. So these are keto-friendly Jello and pudding. I've picked them up in my Natural Market order. Like I said, I haven't seen them in stores. And they seemed like a good price. I think it's the same as when I ordered online. However, I did try the peach, and I tried to make it into like gummy bears, and I wasn't a big fan, but I will try again. But the vanilla pudding was really good. So I just thought I'd mention that those are at Bulk Barn to pick up. And then I just had one of these good to go bars to snack on while I was out running my errands. And I always use these totes. This one's 31. This one I got online a while ago. But I absolutely love this bag. And for Christmas, my mom had got me another one. So this one here, don't mind, it's on top of my Costco order, is actually insulated. Put everything in here and stayed nice and cold while I still ran to Walmart. Little pouch here too. Not really sure exactly what you'd put in there, but if you had some smaller things you wanted to keep cold. And then it's got the 2 divided areas up here. They're nice and big, like they fit the Costco tray of sausages and ground beef just perfect. So lots of room. I just wanted to give those a little shout out. And here carrying handles for the sides. Then I went ahead and was doing up all of my meats. So I'm going to do the sausages up in packs of 3, and then I'll be able to freeze them and just pull them out when we're ready to have them for dinner. So nice and easy. And then some ground beef. So I do have 2 plans for this. I'm going to do them up in 1-pound bags. So I'm going to do up 4 1-pound bags, and then I'll just be able to grab them when I need them. I do actually lay them flat. They store better, as well as if you are cooking them from frozen. Of course, it's easier to put them in the pan, and you're not trying to like take them out of that big clump that I know sometimes we store them in. So for the other 2 pounds of ground beef, I'm going to go ahead and make them up into burgers. I love having burgers just ready on hand for an easy weeknight dinner. So I've got some sugar-free G-Hughes barbecue sauce, some onion salt, garlic salt, and some Epicure beef spice. Now I'm just going to press them and make up the second batch, and I will just freeze them in this container, and we'll be able to grab them and eat them when we're ready. So super convenient. And of course, just putting my lettuce into my fridge smart to keep that good for, should be about 2 weeks. I'm going to chop up some Brussels sprouts and just prep a couple of veggies to have ready. So about 1/4 of a yellow pepper, and then I'm going to do up some red pepper as well. And just can make for a little bit easier weeknight. I can just grab these and heat them up. whether I put them in the air fryer or pop them back in the oven. And then of course a little bit of cauliflower as well. Been really loving cauliflower lately. And then we'll pop the rest in the fridge smart, and again I should get 2 to 3 weeks out of the cauliflower being in there. And I'll grab some fresh asparagus, so we'll pop that in the fridge smart as well. I don't want that to go bad. I did just give it a quick wash with some Norwex produce wash. And for my veggies, I'm just going to season them a little, some olive oil and SPG by Epicure. And pop some spinach in a fridge smart. And of course I'm not going to be able to eat that whole bag, so I am going to freeze half of it. Also, in my fresh one that I keep in the fridge, I do put a piece of paper towel, and I find that gives me even longer, so I'll probably get about 3 weeks between having the piece of paper towel in there and the fridge smart. So it's really helpful. So my asparagus is all washed now. I'm just rinsing it off and popping it in there. And I am also just going to cut the ends off, and then I'm going to freeze some of this. I freeze really any vegetable. If I can buy it in a frozen section, I will also freeze it from home. So now the marble cheese, I do like cutting it up and having it sliced and ready to go in the fridge, whether we use it for snack plates, put it on sandwiches, or just to eat a piece by itself. We like having that ready to go. And then of course I like to shred my cheese when I get the opportunity. I don't always, sometimes I'll buy pre-grated, but this KitchenAid attachment is fantastic for grating your cheese. So I did roast up those veggies, so there they are all done. I did make some keto biscuits. This was a cup and 2 tablespoons of almond flour chilled with 2 tablespoons of butter, and then you do it up in your food processor. Add a teaspoon of baking soda, 3/4 cup of cold egg whites, and salt, and 1/4 of a tablespoon of salt, and then you just dish them out. Should make 10, and then you're going to bake them at 400 for about 12 to 14 minutes. I ended up doing about 17 minutes. I just wanted them a little bit more golden, and they're really good. They're kind of similar to like a fathead dough, but I'll be eating on those for the week for sure. Some seasoning salt and pepper. Then you're going to get your pan ready with 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of butter. Then you're going to thinly chop up an onion and 3 cloves of garlic. Then you're going to take your pork chops out. You're going to add in those onions and start to let those caramelize a little bit. Give it a few minutes. When they start to brown up, you'll add in your garlic and a little bit of thyme, about half a tablespoon. Once that is good, you're going to add in a 1/2 cup of chicken broth and a 1/4 cup of heavy cream, and it's going to create this wonderful sauce. Then you're going to put your pork chops back in when that starts to thicken, and just let them simmer in that until it's got a good thicker consistency. Makes a beautiful dinner, and of course a keto option. So here's dinner all finished. So we've got the pork chops, some Brussels sprouts, some bell peppers, those were both roasted in the oven, and some cauli mash. We made some mini meatloafs to have for dinner. So this is a keto meatloaf. So we're going to do up about a 1/2 an onion. So chop that up finely. You're going to add that into your ground beef mixture. And then about 4 cloves of garlic, so I just did a little scoop, and about a tablespoon of tomato paste, a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. I did put the ketchup in now. I should have done that later. Then I added Italian seasoning, salt, black pepper, and 1 egg. And then you're going to go ahead and mix that all together. And then you're going to press it into your pans. And I just use these mini ones. I like that it cooks a little bit faster, and then they're separate for me and Justin. It just makes it easy. So those are our meatloaves all finished. They cooked for about 35 minutes. And I had mine with some roasted cauliflower, cucumber, and one of those biscuits that I had made. And now we're going to cook up some of these wings. So this is the bag. There's tons in there. I'm going to put them in the air fryer. So I put them on 400 for about 20 minutes. They cooked up beautifully. They were so good. Lots of flavor. And I did cook them up with some bacon wrapped halloumi. So good. Thanks for watching, guys. And if you want to see more of my recipes and what I eat, follow me over on Instagram.